Hello, how are you guys today? Welcome to Sunday School. It's good to be with all of you. Let's start out with talking about the seasons of the church, just like we always do. I wonder if you can figure out where we are on here. Let's see, this was over here at September. We were all together then. Then we had Advent, which is when we got ready for Christmas. And then we had some more green, some ordinary time. Then we got to Lent when we were getting ready for Easter, and that's when we had to stop coming. And then we had Easter. And would you imagine we're still in Easter? We're actually going to be right here. It's the last week of the Easter season because Easter goes for 6 weeks here at the church. Next week is a special week. We'll talk about that next week. Then we get to the big long green time again for summer. So we're in Easter, which is white, still celebrating. So we are going to tell a story that tells us a lot about Jesus and who Jesus was today. And it's a special story. But first, let's do our opening prayer. I'm going to light our candle, and then I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath to get us calm and ready. Dear God, thank you for this time together and for allowing us to find new ways to be together. Amen. Move that out of the way. Our story for today is in this box. It's a gold box. I wonder if what's inside is precious like gold. Maybe it's a parable, because parables are very precious. It looks like a present, doesn't it? Like you can put a bow on it and just give it like it is. Parables are presents that were given to us a long, long time ago. Even if you don't know, it's there for you. It also looks old, doesn't it? Like it's not a bright, shiny gold, it's a old-looking gold. And that's because parables are very old. Older than your parents, or your grandparents, or even your grandparents' grandparents. They're 2,000 years old. This has a lid. Parables sometimes seem like they've got a door on them. Sometimes that door can almost seem like it's stuck. It's hard to open. If it doesn't open for you, that's okay. Don't be discouraged. Just have to keep coming back, and then one day, maybe, a parable will open for you. Let's see what's inside. I wonder what this is. It's very brown. Maybe it's a giant Hershey's Kiss. Or maybe it's a chocolate bar. It's very brown. I wonder, no, that side's brown too. Let's see if there's anything else in here to help us. Wonder what this could be. Maybe it's a scarf. Maybe it's icing for our chocolate bar. I wonder. I wonder if any of you thought it was a road. I think if you did, you might be right. I wonder what these could be. They are very dark. It's like there's no light in them at all. Now there's nothing left to do but begin. Once there was someone who did such amazing things and said such amazing things that people began to follow him. And they would ask him questions. And one day, someone asked him what the most important thing was. He said, "You already know." And the person said, "You're right. The most important thing is to love your God with all your heart and all your might, and to love your neighbor as yourself." Then he asked, "Who is my neighbor?" And the man answered with this parable. Once, there was a traveler who went from Jerusalem down to Jericho. And as the traveler went, robbers came and attacked the traveler and beat him and took his money and left him by the side of the road, half dead. A short while later, a priest came. And when the priest came near the man who had been beaten and was half dead on the side of the road, he crossed to the other side and went on his way. A short while later, another man came. This man worked at the church. He helped with the music and took care of the church. He was called a Levite. When the Levite came near the man who was half dead on the side of the road, he crossed to the other side and went on his way. Shortly later, another man came. Now, this man was from a place called Samaria. Samaria was very near Jerusalem, but the people from Jerusalem did not like the people from Samaria. And the people from Samaria did not like the people from Jerusalem, and they had been fighting for a very long time. And when the man from Samaria came to the traveler from Jerusalem and saw him half dead on the side of the road, he went to him. And he gave him medicine, took care of him. He put him on his donkey and carried the man with him to Jericho, where he put him in an inn and took care of him through the night, and then gave the innkeeper money to help take care of him until he was all better. And he even promised the innkeeper that if he needed even more money, he would come back for it and make sure that he was taken care of. I wonder, who was the neighbor to the traveler from Jerusalem? Was the Samaritan the neighbor? Even though they were from different places? I wonder, was the Levite a neighbor? What about the priest? Were they neighbors? They were all from Jerusalem. I wonder. What about the robbers? Were they neighbors to the man? The traveler from Jerusalem? I wonder. I wonder if you think the Samaritan and the priest and the Levite were neighbors. I wonder, who is our neighbor? I wonder how things would be different if the people in this story were women. Would that change anything? I wonder if things would be different if one of the people who came near the man was a child. We wouldn't expect a child to take care of the man themselves. But a child could go get help from an adult, and that would be helping. I wonder if you liked this story. Let's do our closing prayer. The rocks out of the way. Dear God, thank you for this story. Thank you for your presence with us wherever we are. Amen. I will change this light so that the light of Christ can be with you wherever you are.